Hello everyone, this is Dr. Nishana Jumuddin. The concept 30 for the day is monetary policy stances. In the previous video, when we were discussing Monetary Policy Committee, I explained to you regarding the COVID-19 pandemic situation, which made the central bank of our country, India, that is RBI, to adopt a monetary policy stance called as accommodative stance. In that particular context, it is very important to understand what are the other important monetary policy stances. So there are four important monetary policy stances. One is hawkish monetary policy stance, followed by dovish monetary policy stance, accommodative monetary policy stance, and finally we have neutral monetary policy stance. So now let's quickly have a look into what is hawkish, dovish, accommodative and neutral monetary policy stance. So now before going to hawkish and dovish, let me quickly tell you what is accommodative stance. So now during COVID-19 pandemic, not only our country India, but the entire world as a whole was affected with the economic shocks. So now keeping the interest rates lower or to keep it low without even thinking of increasing the interest rate with the sole objective of injecting more money supply into the economy so as to boost or increase the economic growth was the prime objective of any country's government. Especially with regard to a country India, injecting more money supply to maintain economic growth was very important. For that, interest rates have to be kept low. What interest rates? Repo rate have to be kept low, or it has to be the same with no more further increase in interest rate or repo rate. That time, the Monetary Policy Committee of our country adopted a stance called as accommodative stance. That time it is very important to reduce the repo rates or the interest rates. So by adopting the accommodative stance, especially during situations like recession or when there is an economic slowdown, this stance called as accommodative stance is more preferable. And that was adopted by a country India during COVID-19 pandemic time through the Monetary Policy Committee meetings. And now in this, the interest rates will be low or kept constant without even think of increasing what? The interest rate. And now for some 1 or 2 years, this was continuing. And by April 2023, in another Monetary Policy Committee meeting, it was decided to withdraw what? The accommodative stance of keeping the repo rate or interest rate low or constant. Slowly and gradually, when the money started getting injected into the economy and economic activities started triggering back to the normal situations, this accommodative stance was removed by the Monetary Policy Committee, RBI. Now, this is called as accommodative stance. In simple terms, to keep the interest rates low, especially during what? Slowdown of economic activities like recessionary periods or entering into recessions, and also to make sure that there is no more further increase in the interest rates. Now, apart from this, there are two more other important monetary policy stances. So now, one of the important monetary policy stance, apart from accommodative stance, is hawkish and dovish monetary policy stance. So hawkish means, you know, the hawk bird, right? It has a very sharp beak, right? So now hawkish refers to a very increase in interest rate. And similarly, dovish means the bird dove, a very soft, calm and tranquil bird. So now in that context, dovish means a very subtle, or let's say a low interest rate or lowering of interest rate. So let's have a look into what is hawkish monetary policy stance. Hawkish monetary policy stance means keeping the interest rates higher, which means the repo rates higher. And this happens when there is too much of money supply in the economy. When there is too much of money supply in the economy, everybody will have what? A higher purchasing capacity or power. So automatically what happens? The aggregate demand increases. Slowly and gradually the price increases. Leading to what? Leading to inflation. Both demand pull inflation as well as cost push inflation. In the previous classes also, these topics were discussed. Those who do not know what is demand pull and cost push inflation, refer to the previous video. Now, having said that, adopting a hawkish monetary policy stance means the interest rates will be increased, which means the repo rate will be increased. So when the interest rates are increased, what happens? it will make the borrowings more costlier. These are all applications, okay? It will make the borrowings more costlier. The borrowings costlier means the loans will become expensive. At a higher interest rate, the customer will not feel comfortable to take more loans. So this is actually restricting or preventing injection of more money supply into the economy. It is trying to suck out or absorb excess money supply from the economy by increasing the repo rate. Because the rate at which commercial banks borrow from RBI is called as repo rate. When that increases, automatically the interest rate provided by the commercial bank to the general public also increases, right? So now hawkish monetary policy stance will increase the interest rate. Borrowings become costlier. Slowly and gradually what happens? The prices will start increasing or decreasing. Prices will start increasing. Automatically demand will start falling. So automatic growth also becomes low because the price is increasing, demand is decreasing. Slowly and gradually inflation will balance the economy. But after some point of time, it becomes too expensive. Too much of money will start chasing too few goods. That will be the scenario. So slowly and gradually in the hawkish monetary policy stand, the growth will be low and employment will start decreasing. This is what happens if a hawkish monetary policy stance is adopted. Now, the next one is dovish monetary policy stance. The opposite of hawkish is dovish. That is, in such kind of dovish monetary policy stand, it deals with lowering or decreasing the repo rates or interest rates. So now, when there is no money supply in the economy only, normally we tend to lower the interest rate, which is repo rate. So dovish monetary policy stance talks about lowering or decreasing the interest rate. When that happens, automatically borrowing becomes cheaper, which means loans will be available at a much faster rate because interest rates are less. So more of money is getting pumped in or injected to the economy. Slowly and gradually, the PPP of the people increases. The aggregate demand also increases because in hawkish it decreases aggregate demand. In dovish what happens? Because money supply is there, the aggregate demand increases. Slowly and gradually what happens? Inflation shoots up. But after some point of time, again, back to the circle one, wherein the so-called inflation will start causing trouble. But then initially, because of lowering the interest rate, slowly and gradually, people will benefit because their purchasing power capacity increases because they have more money in the hand. But though the so-called dovish monetary policy stance, initially it may lead to growth and it also increases the employment. But for the long-term perspective, what happens? Slowly and gradually, because of inflation, this also causes a trouble. And now in the dovish monetary policy stand, it may also lead to weakening of a country's currency. That is also another important impact of dovish monetary policy stands. An accommodative already we saw. That is decreasing or lowering the interest rate with the intention of not increasing the interest rate, and they'll try to keep it stable or constant, like how our country India witnessed, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic situation. And now in the accommodative stance, it will be adopted only during economic slowdown when there is a necessary to inject more money supply into the economy. And now the last one is neutral monetary policy stance. Neutral means neither there is an increase or a decrease in the interest rate. It is the same. That is called as neutral monetary policy stance in simple term. So what you have to keep in mind is, in context of hawkish monetary policy stance, the interest rates will be high or it will be increasing. Automatically what happens? Borrowings becomes costlier, demand of people slowly and gradually decreases, not increases. And then growth will become less and employment also decreases. What about dovish? The opposite. Here interest rate is lowering. That is the situation, more money supply in the hands of the people. Automatically what happens? Purchasing power capacity increases. Aggregate demand increases. Slowly and gradually growth will pop up. Accordingly, employment also increases. But this dovish will eventually lead to weakening of the country's currency. So I hope the distinctions between all these different types of monetary policy stances crystal clear for you. And our country India has only adopted this accommodative stance during COVID-19 pandemic. And as I told you, by April 2023, we have actually withdrawn it. And then we increased also our repo rate from 6.25 to 6.50%. And from that time till 2024 December, if you see, for the 11th consecutive time, the repo rate is still the same. They are not even able to decrease it, though they wanted to decrease it. By February 2025, in the next Monetary Policy Committee meeting, they're expecting at least what? To decrease this repo rate by 25 BPS, that is 25 basis point. In simple terms, 0.25%, and to make this repo rate 6.25%. And this is possible only if the inflations are kept within the permissible limits called as inflation targeting. And videos related to these concepts have already been covered. Those who have missed it, make sure that you go and watch those previous videos as well. I hope with regard to the monetary policy stances and the related current affairs, everything is crystal clear for you. Make sure that you like, share, and also put your feedbacks in the comment box. Thank you and Jai Hind.